development program, picked up by, to play for the state of Dubai at a very early age of 15 and 16. And he's grown leaps and bounds over the last 3 or 4 years.
My words, again using his feet and making it ridiculously easy. That is another six. Oh, my words.
Well, I'm not sure why he's asking for a no ball, or he just stuck his hand out to the umpire. But again, that's his third six of the over. Short of length ball, and he's picked it up so early and he's hit it in front of square.
He's making a mockery of this boundary. Sevens it's a big boundaries here. And look at that. That's a no ball as well. Free hit comes up.
Well, free hit coming up.
Oh, this could be another one. Oh, another one into the dressing room of future Mattress. He is absolutely dealing in sixes. A 4/6 of this over.
Well, Alishan looks to be in a hurry of some sorts. He's absolutely blasting the cover, knocking the cover off those balls. And Sailesh, after that brilliant start, he must be wondering why he got Ron Mustafa out.
Well. He is under serious pressure, and I don't think so. Ali Shan will hold back. He will look to again go long this delivery.
Well, he's been one-dimensional in his bowling. He may perhaps try a slower ball, try something different. He's just bowling one, standard pace deliveries, as that's been bowled slightly shorter, slower delivery, and they've run through for a single and a big, eventful first over. Future Mattress are 28 for 1. Well, as the second over starts with Captain Ronak Panoli bringing himself into the attack to try and control a little bit of the damage, my co-commentators tell me that the maximum runs conceded in 1 over in the fan code DCC X10 Division 1 or 2 event is still held by Mohammad Rashid of Rasasi.
This time he's gone. He gives himself room, and Ronak Panoli, the skipper, knocks him over. Wow, that's a huge breakthrough. Ali Shan goes for a magnificent 27.
Well, I'm not sure if you watched, but you could see a sigh of relief from Ronak. He knows how big a wicket this is. He knows how big an impact Alishan can make. Well, it's all over for Alishan. A breezy 27 of 7 deliveries, and Future Mattress are 28 for 2, with Alishan walking back to the dugout for 27.
Well, that's a huge wicket. Ronak Panoli keeping it straight. He held his nerve and knocked over Ali Shan.
Well, you can still see him talking to Dawood Ijaz about what Alishan was up to for the 8 deliveries, the 7 or 8 deliveries that he was at the crease. And again, Ronak and Alishan are very good friends. They're childhood friends. They've played state cricket together. They've played domestic cricket together. They know each other very well. And Ronak is somewhat similar in his makeup as a batsman. He also likes to get those early runs, hit those big sixes. As we see another youth development program player, Haider Wasi Shah, walk to the center. 192 runs at an average of 24 and a strike rate of 190. He's had a brilliant tournament so far.
Yeah. Wasi straight into his work. Pushes that one to mid-off, and he will pick up a 1. Saqib has done really well at mid-off. That was traveling. Good piece of save there.
I was going down the leg, so silent appeal from Ronak. They're going to run through for a leg by. And you'd expect, Ronak moves through his paces very quickly, so you'll see him bowl his overs at a very brisk pace. He doesn't give the batsman enough time to settle down, to have a look around.
Absolutely. He rushes through his overs, and Wasi, Haider Shah and Dawood Ijaz, they need to get their eye in and get going, because this was all about Ali Shan in that opening over. Down the leg side, this bit wavered there. White ball is the signal from the umpire.
And DCC starlets will have to bowl at least a couple of decent good overs to recover from that damage that was just done by Ali Shan in a space of 7 deliveries.
Has him hit him in line. Wow, that was a bit close there. Dawood Ijaz likes to sweep, and that was too full.
Well, he looks to be in a little bit of pain. He's holding his side. Perhaps he's battling a side strain, a side strain injury. Well, a good decision from the umpire. That was just going down the leg side.
Oh my words, Ronik Banoli has put him down. That was a full toss, and Ijaz has just hit it back to the bowler. He grasped it.
Very well bowled final delivery right up there in the block hole. That drifting in swinger. As Shamim Ali cleans up, they've run through for a single. And what a brilliant start we've had to the second quarter-final of the day. Future Mattress 32 for 2 at the end of 2 overs. The floating power play has been taken by the batsman again, which is a very smart ploy, which we've seen some of the other teams not do with your top order batsman and potentially your best batsman batting. It's an ideal time to take that floating power play, which Future Mattress have done. As we have a look at the road to the final, the first semi-finals has been decided. Defenders will be taking on 11 ace, and the winner of this DCC Starlets versus Future Mattress game will take on IGM, the powerhouse IGM, in the second semi-final, with the two winners playing for the grand final later on in the evening today.
Very valid point. The power play is taken, and rightly so. Dawood Ijaz helps it round the corner. And has it carried all the way? Yes, it does. Again, Shamim drifting onto the pad, slightly short, and Dawood Ijaz gets inside the line and helps it over fine leg for a 6.
Again, a poor start, bowling a short delivery. There's no cover over there, and Dawood Ijaz plays those horizontal bat shots really well. So Shamim does not seem to have learned from any of the games he's played in the earlier stages of the tournament that you can't just bowl fast and short deliveries on these wickets. You need to be able to mix it up.
Yeah, mix up the pace, mix up the length. Dawood shuffles across and heaves it over. Mid-on, there's a long one back. And there will only be a 1 there. Dawood Ijaz is looking to target that cow corner. Not quite finding the middle and the placement. Shamim have to be really careful. You can't be predictable with your pace under these conditions in a format like this. Haider Wasi Shah getting back on strike. He's in terrific form of late. Very talented young batsman, knocking on the doors of UAE national side. Piling up runs. Nicely played off the back foot. He wanted to work that through mid-wicket.
Well, a good comeback from Shamim after being hammered for that first delivery of the over. He's going to have to finish well and try and keep the scoring and the damage to a minimum in this floating power play. And like we said, DCC starlets probably need a couple of good overs to recover from that carnage that we saw in the first couple of overs from Ali Shan.
Absolutely. Walks down the wicket, gets the inside edge. Just lost his shape a bit, trying to hit that ball hard through mid-wicket. Back of a land delivery from Shamim. He's made a good comeback after a poor first delivery. On that occasion, Wasi trying to use his feet and get that through mid-wicket inside edge. Now Dawood Ijaz gets back on strike.
Well, he's playing with fire. He's been a little bit lucky. He's still bowling those pace deliveries short of a length, off that length. A nice slower delivery that's been hit towards deep mid-wicket. There's protection there. Ahan Fernandez cleans up. They've run through for a single. And this is what Shamim should be targeting. Those slower deliveries, maximize those, dig the ball into the wicket and not give them too much pace to work with.
Pace on the ball, really helping the batsmen in these conditions. All the guys, look at Omar Ali Khan, bowlers who have tied the batsman down, they've taken the pace off. The last delivery of the third over. Pace off, gone straight. Wasi, Haider Shah, the fielder is there. Mid-on fielder does really well there. They will pick up 2. And end of the third over is 44 for 2 Future Mattress. Well, that's a scorecard round. Mustafa dismissed first delivery. Dawood Ijaz slowly getting into his stride, and Ali Shan has done all the damage. 7 balls, 27 runs, a magnificent power hitting from him. And Haider Wasi just walked in after 3 overs, 44 for 2.
They've got a lot of batting to come, so that's why you're just seeing Haider and Dawood just play their shots. New bowler's been introduced. Abhishek. He's a handy leg spinner, bowls a little bit like Anil Kumble. He's fast and flat, so I'm not sure how that's going to work on these wickets.
Dawood Ijaz goes straight. Fielder is there, and he's taken it. Yes, Shamim, who hung on to that one, and Dawood Ijaz, torrid time with the bat comes to an end.
Well, Abhishek bowled that ranked long hop. Dawood Ijaz could have hit it anywhere, and he's managed to find that one fielder patrolling the long on area, Shamim Ali. Dawood Ijaz walks back to the dugout for 9 of 6 deliveries. Future Mattress are now 44 for 3.
That's a big wicket because Dawood Ijaz is a classy player. He can handle spin and pace brilliantly, but on that occasion holds out that one straight to long on. Abhishek is just a bit lucky. That was a rank half tracker, but he's got away with that one. Future Mattress 44 for 3.
Well, he looks very happy. He's having his first game of the event. And he's managed to pick up a very important wicket of the first ball that he's bowled.
Is that through extra cover? What a wristy shot there. Beautiful hands. Fast wrists through the line of the ball. And he opens up his account with a beautiful cover drive for 4. Ikram is off the mark in style.
Well, he was the one who threw his wicket away in that previous game after Omer Ali Khan got out. And that's what costed the game to Future Mattress. So, he's going to want to bat with a little bit more responsibility today, considering what's at stake.
Yeah, he needs to dig in here and find a partnership with Wasi Haider Shah. 49 for 3 in the fourth over, and Abhishek straight to point. Again quicker through the air. Abhishek pushing it through, and Wasi Haider Shah does play the cut shot well on that occasion, not finding the gap. It's a dot ball.
Wasi's played that into the gap. The deep extra cover fielder will clean up, and they've run through for a single. It looks like Abhishek needs a change of detergent because his shirt seems to have shrunk.
Abhishek nicely bowled again. Inside edge, shy at the batting end. They are good backing up. That will conclude the over, and a successful over for Abhishek. Only going for 7 is 51 for 3 after 4. After an expensive over from Salis, the first one which went for 28, although he picked up a wicket of Ron Mustafa. Then Ronak Panoli breaking through for Starlets, picking up a wicket of Ali Shan, and Shamim doing okay with 11 runs, and Abhishek Ranjit picking up a wicket. Brilliant over which went for only 7.
Well, Saad Abdullah, the young leg spinner, has been introduced into the bowling attack for the 5th over of Future Mattress innings. Again, he's a very, very fine young left leg spinner. 7 wickets in the event, and that economy rate is brilliant, 7.57.
Nicely bowled. Straight away on the money. And Ikram pushes it for 1 to long on. He's got a good action and he's got stats. He's bowled really well in this tournament.
Yeah, he's had a wonderful time on the domestic circuit in the recent past, including picking up a hat-trick in a domestic game. He took 6 wickets in that event, as Heather has played that towards long on and run through for another single.
DCC have done really well after the first over, 28, and now they pull things back slightly. This time he goes straight. Fielder is coming up. Well, that didn't carry there. Perhaps Ronak Panoli could have come in few yards and have a attempt on catching that one, diving low towards his left.
Well, they pick Heather Wasi Shah now, and it's going to be a very interesting game, as Heather has hit that with a lot of power. That's going out of the ground for a maximum. He fetched that from outside the off stump, and that tells you a little bit about the form and the timing of this man.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad ball at all. Nicely flighted, well away from Wasi, and he plays down on one knee and slogs it over long on for a 6. This boy is getting strong, Wasi. Early on, he was just a good cricketing shots, stroke player, but now he has the power as well.
As he pulls that towards the long on area, he's going to run through for another single. So they've recovered well, DCC starlets, but the score still looks like it could go beyond north of that 120. As that's been cut and brilliantly fielded by Abhishek. He's doing everything for DCC starlets on the ground. As the 5th over comes to a close, Future Mattress are 62 for 3. It's also a time for a change in the comm box with Mudassir Ali and Muhammad Rashid.
Thank you, Qais Farooq and Azwar Khan. And joining me in the com box is my dear friend Mohammad Rashid.
Thank you, Mudassir Ali. And coming back to bowl his second over is Abhishek Ranjit. He's had a decent over the first one, picking up a wicket and giving away just 7 runs. Future Mattress is off to a flyer. 62 of although they've lost 3 wickets, but they're still, maintaining that run rate.
They need a couple of more wickets so they can restrict below 100 future. This time, Lucky getting the inside edge and ball racing between the legs of wicket keeper towards the fence. A couple of runs has been added to the total. But a good comeback by young team. Alishan belted them really badly. They're off to a good start. Future Mattress, but couple of wickets pulling things back for DC Starlets.
Absolutely, and this is a very important. Oh, very well bowled. That's a very well disguised slow one, and he's pulled the length back as soon as he saw that the batsman was coming down the track, and the rest was done well by Vanch and Ikram Jora losing his wicket there.
In the quest of quick runs, walks back Ikram, jumping down the track. Brilliant piece of bowling and a smart glove work. Walks back Ikram after making 11, 64 for 4. Slow bowlers doing wonders for DC Starlets. 4 wickets down. Vasisha still out in the middle. Score looks good, but couple of wickets definitely they can keep Future Mattress below 100.
Yeah, the DCC boys have, really adapted to the conditions really well. They're bowling it slower in the air, which has been slightly difficult for the Future Mattress boys to, score off. But having said that, I think they are only aiming at boundaries, which shouldn't be the case. They should look for that odd double here and there, and make sure that the strike rotation keeps happening.
Definitely, T10 is all not about hitting those maximums and boundaries. You need to take those single doubles, and in comes Muhammad Uzair Khan, promoted, known for hitting those big shots, and cleans him up. What a day Abhishek is having, adjusting his line and length and his t-shirt.
That was really well bowled. He flighted it and he got a lot of spin on that delivery. Uzair was through the shot very early. Look at that. Very well bowled. That was in the right area and at the top of off stump. That was really well bowled. Very well bowled, young bird.
Brilliant piece of bowling continues. Abhishek back-to-back wickets in this over. Walks back Uzair Khan without troubling the scorers. 64 for 5.
In walks another legend of the game, Bilal Chima. He has been around for a very, very long time and has seen these kind of conditions in his career.
Definitely a very good low-down batsman and good wicket keeper. Nothing much to talk about his batting in this tournament so far. The team needs runs from his blade. Coming back after the injury, Bilal Chima on a hat-trick. Abhishek.
Oh, yes. Are we going to see a slip in there?
They need to get a slip. He's bowling well.
Straight to point, and they pick up a very good single. Wasi is really quick between the wickets, and he's picked that up very easily.
Off the mark, Bilal Chima. Played straight towards Saad, but lightning quick between the wickets. Haider Vasisha, brilliant running. They need a partnership here. Future Mattress. Slowly, the run rate dipping down because of those wickets.
And the Starlet boys need this wicket, this man, Wasi Shah. They need to get him out now. Slightly fuller, almost a full toss, and played towards the extra cover region where they only pick up a single.
Brought into the team for today's match, Abhishek. What a spell. His bowling. Still one more legal delivery. Can he get rid of Bilal Chima?
Bilal Chima is a very good batsman and he plays spin really well. There you go, his sweep. He's famous for the shot and he plays it really well. At the end of 6 overs, Future Mattress are 67 for the loss of 5 wickets. A look at the lineups for Future Mattress. It's Rohan Mustafa, Dawood Ijaz, Alishan Sharafu, Syed Haider Washti Shah, Mohammad Ikram Johra, Mohammad Uzair Khan, Bilal Chima, Imran Khan, Asif Hayat, Matiullah Khan and Mohammad Azhar. And for the DCC starlet boys, it's Ronak Panoli, Sailesh Jaishankar, Saad Abdullah, Ibrahim Vijdani, Vansh Kumar, Rahan Fernandez, Sakib Palekar, Jaditya Malik, Hriday Bhatia, Shamim Ali and Abhishek Ranjit.
They post anything beyond 90. Then they have very good bowling attack, Future Mattress, with the likes of Rohan Mustafa coming back. Imran Khan is bowling really well in this tournament. It's Bilal Chima on strike. Saad Abdullah continues. Nicely bowled. Pitching it, just moving away from the right-hand batter.
I sense something coming in this over. I sense a wicket for the DCC starlet boys.
If he bowls in the right area, definitely he can get that wicket. At wild swing once again towards mid-wicket. Sticking to that off-stump line, Saad Abdullah. 2 precious dot deliveries.
That was very well bowled. He's slightly slowered his pace on this delivery, and you see that that bounce didn't come up. Beating Bilal Chima all ends up. That was very well bowled. And again, he's relied on that sweep to pick up. Oh, that was very well done. Unfortunately, couldn't save that. Valiant effort, but gone for 4.
Much needed boundary for Bilal Chima. Misfielding, getting that boundary for Bilal Chima. Ahan Fernandez was the fielder. A slide.
And again, he's tossed it up and he's gone over that extra cover. Not timed well. Saqib does the cleanup there and they pick up a couple of runs.
Guys, in the game, come on.
Nicely bowled. They're taking those singles with ease. Wasisha and Bilal Chima. Small partnership building up between Chima and Shah.
DCC starlets would not mind those singles. It's the boundaries that are hurting him. So if they can get a control and get some quiet 5-10 balls, it will create panic in the. Oh, that was really wide. That was really wide. And they have picked up a bye as well. That's not very good wicket keeping.
Trying to shuffle and play the shot under pressure. Saad Abdullah bowling on way outside the off stump and a fumble by Vansh Kumar resulting in singles. So a couple of runs has been added. 20 runs in his 11 deliveries. Can he finish it off well? Saad Abdullah. This time played down the ground towards long on. So 10 runs coming from this over. Is 77 for 5, 7 gone. Future Mattress has been invited to bat. First ball duck for Rohan Mustafa. Then came in Ali Shan. Went after the bowler. 7 deliveries for his 27. Haider Vasisha still hanging in the middle. 15 runs to his name. Ikram Uzair did not contribute much. Now it's Bilal Chima on 10. A partnership building between Haider Vasisha and Bilal Chima. 77 for 5. 18 deliveries. Can they restrict them below 105 or 100?
नहीं नहीं
Oh, that's a full toss delivery. Rohan,
किए
beg your pardon, Ronak Panoli coming back into the attack. And he started off with a full toss, but not much damage done. This will be an interesting matchup. Both of these played together quite a lot. And right in the block hole, that was very well bowled. Haider Vasisha wanted to go towards the extra cover, but slight drift in the air, and Ronak's bowled well there. Stepping down the track, and he's hit it straight. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. What a big shot that was. That wasn't timed too well, but look at the power of that man. It has gone over the boundary for a 6.
Jumping a bit early, not in control, but still managed to get a maximum. That's the power he generates. Haider Vasisha, a much needed maximum. 84 for 5. Moves to 21. Quarter final number 2. Once again coming down the track, pulling his length back. A fumble by Shamim Ali. And they went for that second run. Poor fielding by Shamim Ali. So young side versus experienced future Mattress.
Vasi has been stepping down on almost all the deliveries. It's very important to see how he plays these 2 last deliveries. Making room for himself and trying to play that over extra cover. He's got protection down there. And he's done well to just keep it to a single.
This shows his form and class, Haider Vasisha, in this season particularly. Playing for future Mattress, scored bulk of runs, and this time foxing Bilal Chima. Coming down the track, completely misses the line and length, and well done Vansh Kumar. Wicket number 6 goes down.
That was really well bowled by Ronak Panoli. He didn't give any room to Bilal Chima, and that went through his bat between his legs. And Vansh Kumar did well there to pick it up from the leg stump and get a good stumping in.
I think he should have hung around for a couple of deliveries. Bilal Chima, he has that ability to score runs quickly. It's not easy to come back after an injury, but good job done by Ronak and the keeper, Vansh. Beautiful camera work by our team.
Absolutely. Beautiful scenery there. Looks really nice. And we're here at the Sevens Cricket Stadium. Look at the bowling card for DCC Starlets. Jay Shankar, beg your pardon, has picked up a wicket. Ronak Panoli, brilliant spell, picking up 2 wickets. And Abhishek Ranjit, the pick of the bowlers, picking up 3 wickets for 12 runs in his 2 overs.
The 28 runs is hurting them badly. Very first ball, he got the wicket of Rohan Mustafa. Then Ali Shan came in and went after Sailesh.
And Sailesh coming back into the attack. Sailesh was the one who went for 28 runs in that first over after picking up the wicket of Rohan. So it's important to see how he makes a comeback in this particular over.
Until now, the match belongs to the youngsters. Talking about Abhishek or Haider Vasisha, Ronak. Nice to see young lads performing on big platform. Haider Vasisha moved to 24 of 16 deliveries. Mohammad Azhar is the new batter in. Silas wants to better his economy in this over.
And straight away, it's up in the air. Will somebody take it? No, it's fallen short of that long off fielder. But that was well bowled by Sailesh.
Either he is hitting out of the park or in no man's land. Once again, Vasisha lucky to be out in the middle.
Now they've got a new man in Mohammad Azhar who's come to face Sailesh. Nothing much to talk about in terms of his batting here, Mohammad Azhar. He's a very good bowler, although Scored 17 runs at a strike rate of 170. It's very important to see how they keep him calm and not let him pick up singles.
Nicely bowled. Trying to heave over mid-wicket, making room this time. Azhar, and brilliantly bowled by Sailesh. A slower delivery on the off-stump, just a single. Two deliveries, two singles. Will he go after the bowler, Haider Wasisha? Just 10 legal deliveries left in this innings.
I'm sure he will. He would not miss out on anything. So it's very important how Sailesh bowls. Does he bowl a slower one? I think that would be the right choice here. And he does. That's up in the air, but it is as straight as an arrow, and it's gone all the way. What a good shot that was. I did not expect it to go all the way, but look at the timing and the power of this man. He's played really well.
Back of the line delivery, waited and deposited straight over the bowler's head. Haider Wasisha looking good. Slowly the run rate creeping up for future Mattress once again.
Stepping down the wicket. I think he came down a bit too early. The bowler saw him and bowled it a little wider. But that was a good ball in the context. But Haider Wasisha, this man is on a roll. He's been playing so well recently that, anything that touches his bat just goes out of the park.
And he fits in every role, whether it's opening or one down or as a finisher. He's brilliant throughout the season for future Mattress, scoring runs the right time. A fuller delivery, heave towards a deep extra cover once again in no man's land. Couple of runs to Haider Wasisha.
That was towards the longer boundary. Hence, we could see that the fielder was coming from the boundary itself and it landed short of that fielder. So, like you said, he's either been hitting it out of the park or it has landed short of any fielder. So, luck favoring the brave, the fortune favors the brave, that's what they say. And we can clearly see that Wasi has been playing really well.
Getting out is something else, but you need to take your chances, and at this time it's Haider Wasisha scoring bulk of runs for his team. Comes in Sailesh to bowl the last delivery once again on the off stump. This time trying to clear the deep extra cover. He just managed. Brilliant shot this time by Haider Wasisha.
What a shot that was. Mudassir Ali, that was the longer part of the ground. And he's hit it with ease. He's hit it out of the park with ease. What a shot that was. Simply super.
Always in control, Rashid, if we talk about Haider's batting. It's not all about hitting hard. Timing coming into play this time by Haider Wasisha, and a bit of power generated with that 600 comes up for future Mattress. 103 for 6, 9 gone.
A happy looking dugout. Future Mattress there. Ali Shan with that start he gave to the team was simply superb, and the rest of the boys making the most out of it.
And he got the moustache coming. Ali Shan Sharafu growing. And good to see the CEO of this team, Adil Mirza, with the boys. He played the last match and took a couple of catches. It's Mohammad Azhar on strike to face Shamim Ali. Banged in and the top edge flying over the fine leg. Just a single.
I think the single was the right thing to do. Bringing this man to strike is the most important thing for future Mattress at the moment. He needs to face all of these 5 deliveries if they are to get anywhere near that 120, 125 score.
And I like the way the management is treating Shamim Ali. Though he has been belted for runs in this tournament, but still they are backing up this youngster, giving him another opportunity to showcase his talent. In comes Shamim Ali. Nicely adjusted. Wanted to play towards the third man, but at the last moment just changed the angle towards the fine leg and fetching that boundary.
What a good improvisation that is by Haider Vasisha. As soon as he saw that the ball was slightly towards the leg stump, he changed the angle of his bat and got that boundary. Look at the form of that man. He can pick that delivery as soon as it comes out of the bowler's hand. So that's giving him an extra couple of seconds, which he's adjusting and playing it brilliantly.
Hand and eye coordination very key in this knock by Haider Vasisha. Ah, look at that. This time managed to get the wood and there was a chance dropped by Malik. Survives once again Haider Vasisha. One hit away from his 50.
Wow, he's gone for that shot nevertheless. He tried it the last ball, got a boundary towards the leg side, but he made sure that he tries it again. It was a slightly slower one, I think, and should have been taken this catch.
Rashid, though he has made just 45, still unbeaten, but I'll remember this innings of Haider Vasisha. He has played in all the corners of the ground, trying too much. When you can hit straight, why to try those shots?
Absolutely, I think he's just having fun now. He's tried to play that shot at least 3 times now, and once he was lucky, second time lucky, and third time he's just missed it. So I think if you're right, if you can hit it straight down, why try to go for those cheeky shots? A slower one again, and he's picked it up and got over cover, and Saad Abdullah has dropped that chance. That was a catch.
Luck is on his side. Haider Vasisha survives again. Couple of chances in this over, and they went down begging. I feel pity for Shamim Ali.
That was a good delivery back on the back of the hand slower one, which is a little difficult to bowl, but he's bowled that well and created those chances. Then again, but this one is whacked over mid wicket. No, it is not. Oh, that should have been a catch. With that, Vasisha gets his 50. 51 of just 26 deliveries, and he gets his team to 116 in those 10 overs.
Vasisha, go and buy a lottery ticket tonight. Luck is on your side. The catch was put down and he has got that boundary, much needed boundary to reach the milestone. 51 of just 26 deliveries. Take a bow. Syed Haider Vasisha. Brilliant batting. Future Mattress managed to post 116 for the loss of 6 wickets in their allotted 10 overs. Shamim Ali went for 24 runs. Unlucky in this over.
DCC starlets would not be happy with that total because the captain said they wanted to restrict them below 90. A look at the batting card for Future Mattress. Not many scores there, but that 27 of 7 by Alishan Sharafu and the 51 of 26 deliveries. That's what got them that 116 runs. What a good batting performance we've seen here by these two.
5 bowlers used by Ronak Panoli. Pick off the bowler Abhishek Ranjit. 2 overs, 12, 3 wickets to his name. Ronak Panoli got a couple of wickets, giving away 14 runs. Sailesh J. Shankar, 44 runs, not at all acceptable in just 2 overs and getting that wicket. Shamim Ali, unlucky I would say, gave away 24, and young Saad Abdullah went for runs, 21, but no wicket to his name at the end. The restricted Future Mattress below 120, 116, and story so far in the first innings. Started off well. Very first ball, Rohan went back to the hat. Then came in Ali Shan. Expensive over. Went after Sailesh. Brilliant shot. One of the biggest 6 in this tournament we have seen. Clean hitting, and this time towards the dugout. 90-meter 6. Now this was a big. It was almost a 100-meter 6.
Very good shots there by Alishan Sharafu, and as soon as he got out, DCC tried to creep in to the game, but then in came Yeah, the Dawood Ijaz, and he started well. Ranjit came into ball. He was the one. He was the pick of the bowlers. He got the most wickets. The first one there, Dawood Ijaz, and then Ikram Jora. Good stumping there by Vanch, and this was the wicket of a very good delivery. Rona came into ball, but Wasi Shah just was unstoppable today. He got those runs thick and fast. That was the stumping of Bilal Chima. Salesh came back, but got the same treatment he got in the first over. A brilliant six straight down the ground. And this was for me the shot of the day over the cover region for a brilliant six. And with that, Future Mattress got to 116. DCC starlets need 117 to win off their legal 60 deliveries. We'll be back after a short break for the chase. Thank you very much. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second quarterfinal for Division 1 between DCC Starlets and Future Mattress. Future Mattress put into bat first, have scored 117 runs in their 10 overs. DCC Starlets would require 118. Now look at the batting card. Alishan Sharafu scoring that 27 of just 7 deliveries. But that man, Haider Wasi Shah, scoring that 51 runs of 26 deliveries was the pick of the batters. With me in the combox is Qais Farooq, and we'll start with the proceedings.
The first ball has been dispatched by Ronak Panoli into that vacant long off area. So he starts off with a boundary in chase of a very, very steep requirement.
What a good shot that was. That was right in the slot, and he did not try to hit it too hard. He just timed it perfectly and got that all-important boundary.
Well, this one has been sent down the leg side by Rohan Khan, and it's crossed the boundary. There's going to be 5 wides, and the furniture has been disturbed.
Thankfully, not on the wicket, but outside the ground. I think Rohan trying a bit too hard. That was too harsh for the wicketkeeper. He couldn't do much about it, and I think that was a bit too wide as well. Well called there by the umpire, JB Alex. Rohan, although is not happy, but he's never happy with these kind of deliveries.
He's never happy with anything. But a good start for DCC Starlets nonetheless. They've got a steep target to chase. That
Wow.
one's been hit between that mid-off and cover fielder for another boundary. Ronak Panoli is on the charge, and so are DCC Starlets.
What a good shot that was, Qais Farooq. That was simply super. Look at the timing on that shot. Like a trace of bullet.
Well, nobody moved, and that was the beauty and class of that shot. It was the ideal start for them. And they just need to make sure they carry on. And Ronak will have a big part to play as that's been a hit over cover. One bounce over the ropes for another boundary from Ronak Panoli's bat.
What is he doing? What is Ronak doing? That is simply super. Wow. Got down on one knee and placed it perfectly over the cover region and got a one bounce boundary.
Well, it looks like we're looking at a highlights package right now.
Again, drifting down leg. Rohan is looking uncomfortable there. He's not bowling well. He's not bowling like he usually does.
And against the run of play, Ronak Panoli has been dismissed by Rohan Mustafa. He looked like he was in a rush. He had already done the damage for the over, and he's ended up gifting his wicket away, and perhaps a big chance for DCC to make a real dent in Future Mattress also goes along the way with Ronak back to the dugout.
That was a nothing delivery. That was a nothing delivery. He could have hit that ball anywhere in the ground. And he chose that fielder. Very unfortunate for DCC Starlets. Ronak Panoli was looking really good for the runs he scored. But Rohan Mustafa, having the last laugh, has picked his wicket.
Well, yeah, Rohan must be thinking something's finally gone his way after that first ball duck while he was batting. As Saqib Bakhtiar is the new man at the wicket.
Guys, tell us a bit about Saqib.
Well, again, he's one of DCC's youth development program players. Has come through the under 14, under 16 ranks. He's a very, very good batsman, very brilliant fielder. As that ball was going down the leg side, Rohan getting a little bit of turn. He threw that one up. So yeah, he's still got a long road ahead of him in terms of development.
Good intent there by Saqib, as Qais was mentioning. The bit of good footwork there by the fielder there. And they pick up 3 runs. Very good running there by the young lads of DCC Starlets.
Well, Hriday Bhatia looked like he was struggling a little bit for that third run. He had to pump his legs to reach to get back into the crease. We have a look at that shot. He played that into that gap between square leg and short fine leg. A very decent effort from the fielder to cut that one off. He saved his side a run.
It's the FIFA fever, and we've seen a lot of football skills coming into effect in these kind of cricket matches.
The first over has come to an end and 17 has been scored off it with that big wicket of Ronak Panoli back in the dugout for DCC Starlets.
That's definitely a setback for DCC starlets. Well, I think it's gone upstairs to the third umpire to make sure that that was a clean save at the boundary by the fielder.
It looks all right from this angle, but perhaps if they want to take a closer look, they need an angle from the other side. When I guess the over has been called.
I think they've done all their checking and they've made sure that was, yeah, 3 runs have been declared. And with that comes in Asif Hayat for future Mattress. Oh, that's very well bowled. That was very well bowled and equally well played.
Well, they need to take advantage of the power play and get as many runs as they can, as that's been done. And Saqib Bakhtiar has been cleaned up. He came down the wicket, completely missed the length. It's turned and his furniture has been disturbed. In no position to play that shot.
What a good ball that was by Amir Hayat and beg your pardon, Asif Hayat and Saqib. I think he stepped down a bit too early. Asif has pulled his length bat and it has gone through his bat and pad. The intent was there, but execution, no marks for execution there.
He looked very casual. It didn't look like he wanted to be there or wanted to get the runs for his team, which is again a very, very disappointing thing to see from a youngster. He also looked very lethargic in the field today, and he normally sets very high standards. As Han Fernandez walks out, and he, I feel, along with maybe a Shamim Ali, would be DCC Starlet's last hopes of trying to mount any sort of challenge, because it's a big target nonetheless. And we're only in the second over of the game.
Absolutely. And very good captaincy there by... Oh, he's hit it down the ground. Well done, Ahan. He welcomes Asif Hayat with the boundary.
Well, he's been fine touch as well. He's finally starting to recover from that mental block that we call a mental block. He's playing his shots. He's looking to be a little aggressive as we see a slip brought in. He's a quality young player, Ahan Fernandez. Oh, and he's tried to heave that towards mid-wicket. That's missed everything and the stumps by a whisker.
Ahan needs to understand the conditions, and then he's got a boundary of the first ball. Just tuck it down and try to take those singles down the leg side. Rightly called by the umpire. Another extra to the total.
Well, the pressure of having lost Ronak so early is going to be playing on their minds, because if they still have a big target to chase. As Ahan has hit that towards long off, Imran Khan tries to get a hand on it, does not. And they labor through for a single. He had no timing on that.
I think this brings in Hriday Bhatia for the first time. Another big hitter of the ball. He's still young, very young, but he hits the ball very clean.
Well, that's the end of the second over. And he might be a big hitter of the ball, but he needs to be able to back that up with some running as well. That was a single that they missed. And every run is going to count. So the amount of extras they conceded by themselves in the field and the ones they're not taking are all going to impact them negatively.
Look at the wickets there. Ronak Panoli getting out in the first over to Rohan Mustafa. And then Saqib Bakhtiar getting out to a very good delivery by Asif Hayat.
Saqib Bakhtiar getting out to a poorly executed shot. And a well-bowled delivery by Asif Hayat.
Absolutely. I think the intent was right, but it's just that the execution wasn't perfect.
He just couldn't get to the pitch of the ball. It wasn't where he was expecting it to be.
I think it's very important when you step down and when you decide to step down the wicket to a bowler. I think you need to have a plan in mind and a plan B as well. That if a good ball is bowled, how do you block that?
Well, just if I have to take an example, if I were to do a cross comparison, if you were to if Asif Hayat were to bowl that same delivery, but let's have a look at the road to the final first. So the first semi-final, defenders versus 11 ace, and the winner of this game takes on IGM in semi-final 2, with the winners facing off for the grand final later on this evening. We're going to be crowning the first fan code DCC X10 Rapid Fire Division 1 champion at the end of the day today. Because we have a little bit of a hold up.
Yeah, in the meantime, Cash, tell us about that.
So yeah, I mean, what I was saying was, if I have to do a cross comparison between what Saqib Bakhtiar did and how he played it, if I were to replace Saqib Bakhtiar with a Shrey Sethi, I can tell you that that person would have actually just bunted the ball down towards long on and taken a single. When he would have known that he was nowhere near the ball, or it wasn't where he was expecting to be. And that's the difference between, you know, being a good young cricketer and a potentially great young cricketer.
Very well pointed out. I think the youngster there, Saqib, would be taking note of that and making sure that he understands that point. I think this whole tournament with the live coverage will help these youngsters to understand their faults and probably learn from their mistakes and come back stronger, go to the nets, practice, and make sure they you know, kind of understand where they're being at fault.
Yeah, I would actually, if I were playing, if I were participating in the event, I would actually have a look at all the games I've played in, be it fielding, be it bowling, be it batting, and I'd run through all my videos just to figure out where or what I've done wrong, and then you know, try and figure out a way to improve on the things that I consistently find I'm, you know, at a fault at. And that's the benefit and the beauty of having games live streamed. You know, in our age, or when I used to play, we did not have the benefit of all these things. So you were just playing, you know, and you'd correct yourself as, and you know, with time and with the number of games you played, you eventually ironed out all those kinks. But now with the benefit of videos, it's a little bit different. You can actually watch yourself in hindsight and actually figure out what you've been doing wrong.
Absolutely. Point well taken. As we have a look at the most runs scored in Division 1. Asif Khan leading that pack with 301 runs in his 8 games with a strike rate of 218 and an average of 43. Ronak Panoli from DCC Starlets, who just got out, scored 299 and would have been at that number 1 position had he scored 3 or 4 runs more. With that, coming back to live coverage, Ahan playing Rohan's first delivery towards mid-wicket and picking up a single. Rohan not happy though.
He's never happy, like I said. He's such a perfectionist again. Everything needs to be done exactly the way he wants it done. And look at coming back to that highest scorers tally. It is so good to see Ronak Panoli and Syed Haider Wasi Shah in that list. You know, and the way they've been batting and the consistency at which they've been scoring runs, I'm wondering if and when they're going to get an opportunity to be called to national camp, so that they can showcase their skills and see if they can make it to that next level.
Absolutely, that's a very valid point, and it's also very nice to see youngsters in that top region, in those top scorers list, because normally we don't see them in that list. And Hriday has played it over the cover straight towards the fielder there, and DCC starlets dealing in singles right now.
Well, they're starting to fall behind the 8 ball, and that does happen when your prime batsman loses his wicket in the first over, as Ahan has hit that towards long off and run through for a single.
And that was well bowled by Rohan as well. As soon as he saw Han coming down the track, he slowed it down. Although it was kind of in his zone, but couldn't get that timing in. Banged in again. Typical Rohan ball delivery. And he's played it towards the long off region where Alishan Sheriford does well. And they end up taking only a single.
Well, it's trial by fire for these young DCC starlets cricketers as they face off against the likes of Rohan Mustafa. A lot to be learnt from operating and competing against the likes of Rohan. And I'm sure they're going to be better for it post the tournament. And they've had a lot of experience, played with a lot of top sides, IGM included. So they're going to be much more improved cricketers after this tournament.
Absolutely, they'll keep on learning throughout. And the batting power play has been taken. That's very interesting. No change in plan for future Mattress. Asif Hayat to bowl that over.
Well, I like the idea. Like we said, at least they're going with the plan that while we have wickets in hand, let's try and maximize as many runs as we can. They're still going at 11 and over, mind you, so they're keeping up with the requirement to some extent. They just need a good floating power play as well.
Yep, and that was because of that first over, that start of that innings. Unfortunate to see Ronak Panoli getting out to Rohan. If he would have stayed, the score would have looked a little different here.
And again, Ahan tries to hit that with a lot of power. He's not timed it at all. It's gone to long on. They've run through for a single. But someone else needs to start showing up to the party. It can't be a one-man show all the time. You've got 11 players in a team. You've got potentially 5 or 6 batsmen. Young, inexperienced, yes. But someone has to put their hand up and say, I'm going to do it today.
And he's bowled him. Asif Hayat pulled back his length. Didn't get as much bounce as Hriday would have wanted. But that was a nothing shot at the end. And he's picked up his wicket.
And again, very poorly executed shot. It looks as though, say, until someone like a Rohan or Ronak, or maybe in a situation like this, and a Han or a Punya are at the crease, they're going to try hard. But then when those wickets fall, the others just don't want to come to the party. It's like, we can't do it, so we'll get out, without even giving it our best shot, which is what you've seen in Hriday Bhatia's shot. It was a nothing shot at all, and he just ended up dismissing himself. 35 for 3 now. DCC starlets at 3.5 overs. Well, DCC starlets need Abhishek Ranjit to do with the bat what he did with the ball
And in the field,
and in the field.
it's all about this man, Abhishek Ranjit, today for DCC Starlets. He's been doing everything.
And he's found matching gloves and a matching grip for his kit, which is brilliant.
He looks quite focused here.
Yeah, again, he's a good young cricketer. So, but not known as a batsman, but he can knock the ball around, and you'll know he'll give it an honest try. That's one thing you can expect from him.
And right away, we see a lot of intent in that shot. It was hit straight towards the mid-off region, but they don't end up picking up a single. With the end of 4 overs, DCC Starlets are at 36 for the loss of 3 wickets. Look at the batting card for DCC Starlets. Ronak Panoli getting out for 12 in his 4 deliveries. And otherwise, it's just been numbers there. Ahan still in there. Abhishek joined him. Ahan is batting at 9 of 7 deliveries. They've already given away 7 extras in the 4 overs.
Well, they'll need a lot more assistance from the future mattress bowlers if they want to come anywhere close to that mammoth target. And Uzair Khan has been brought into the attack. And we know how Ahan has had problems with the short ball. So it's going to be interesting to see if Uzair actually targets, targets Ahan on his body or his helmet, and to actually see how Ahan reacts to it.
Absolutely. And I think Future Mattress has done a bit of homework. And they've seen how these boys play. Especially Ahan and Ronak, which are the pillars of this team. And I'm sure they're going to have a plan set for them. Looking at Uzair's performance so far, he's picked up 3 wickets in the 7 matches he's played. So he's been unlucky at times. He's a very good bowler, though.
Yeah, he's had a good run overall. As Ahan has edged that towards short third man, very well fielded by Tasavvur. They've run through for a single.
Future Mattress putting in a lot of effort behind every delivery, and that shows that's a mark of a champion team, not giving away any easy runs. We look at the DCC Starlets dugout. Hriday sitting there, just gotten out. Ronak gotten out to a bad delivery. Should have been a boundary. A slower one, and that's up in the air. No fielder there. I wonder how many runs they're going to pick up.
Well, I'm not sure how to describe that shot apart from, a fly swat. And Uzair has done well. 3 deliveries, 3 runs conceded. Big responsibility on Ahan's shoulders to try and make a match of it. And he's bowled a slower short delivery that's been hit towards deep mid-wicket. Ali Shan cleans up and they've managed to take 2 off him. Well, if Rohan were there, he would not be very happy with that. He expects very high standards in the field from his team. Well, Ahan inside edges the next delivery towards deep square leg, and he's run through for another single. 42 for 3 DCC starlets at the moment, requiring 75 in the next 5 overs at an average of 15. That's a tall task for this team.
Yeah, while we have these two in the middle, Abhishek Ranjit and Ahan Fernandez, I'm expecting some kind of an intent, some kind of a fight there. And again, shorter pitch delivery, angling towards that off stump, away from the off stump, beg your pardon, and they picked up a single. We haven't seen a lot of boundaries coming in. With that, it's the end of 5 overs with DCC Starlets at 43 for the loss of 3 wickets, and we have a change in voice. It's going to be Mudassir Ali and Abdurrahman.
Thank you, Rashid and Khais. Take you further in this match. Joining me in the comment box is Abdur Rahman. Welcome, Abdur Rahman.
Thank you so much, Mudassir Ali. Welcome. New bowler in Mohammad Azhar. 11 wickets in the tournament so far for him. And he is 2 away from the top spot. No Umair Ali for Future Mattress today. He is number 1 in the wickets column. So he has an opportunity to pick up 2 wickets.
Ahan Fernandez managed 13 of 10 deliveries. 22 balls since the last boundary came for DCC Starlets. As we have seen earlier also, they are a lot more dependent on Ronak Panoli. Once he got out, then boundaries slowly dried up for DCC Starlets. This time goes towards the mid-wicket. We're talking about the boundaries, a maximum from the blade of Ahan Fernandez.
With the win, he's connected and connected well, Ahan Fernandez. 50 comes up for DCC Starlets. They have 7 wickets in hand. They have the opportunity to cause an upset here. No harm in trying to go for your shots. Try to get that win.
Nicely picked up by Ahan Fernandez. Once again on the back foot towards the deep square leg this time. Back-to-back maximum from the young Ahan Fernandez.
Well, I don't understand these tactics here. Bringing in the left arm spinner against the left-hander, hitting into the wind. And he's gone for 2 sixes. They can't take it easy. A couple of more boundaries here. And that 117 is going to look very likely.
Where is Rohan Mustafa?
I've WhatsApped him. He'll send his location very soon.
25 of 12 deliveries.
Outside edge, over the fielder. It's racing away. And Uzair Khan has done really well. Well, we're about an hour and a half from the Qatar World Cup kickoff. And Uzair Khan showing his football skills.
Time ball racing towards the third man, and well done by Uzair, checking by the third official. Not a good tactics by Uzair Khan, but a single has been saved for his team. 3 runs picked up by Ahan Fernandez. They need a couple of big overs. They have managed to get 14 of 15 of 4 deliveries.
Yeah, he's picked up 2. Ahan back on strike. And that was very dangerous. Could have landed on the ball. "15 off the over so far. He's connected it well. Could this be another 6? 21 runs off the over so far. The DCC Starlets are hanging in there. And Ahan Fernandez is finally enjoying himself.
Well-timed shot towards the long off. It's coming hard on experienced magician Mohammad Azhar, going for runs in his first over, 21. Get a single on the last delivery. Poor shot. This is what we were talking about. Score 21 runs and just gave away his wicket.
Well, the idea was right, trying to go over that mid-off fielder in the circle, but the execution wrong, and a good catch in the end taken by Haider Wasi Shah. Right there, jumping to perfection. It's a big wicket. They were in the game, the DCC starlets. They're still in it, but they've lost their main man. 64 for 4 now at the end of 6 overs. New batsman in is Shamim Ali. He's no mug with the bat, Mudassir. Future Mattress. Slightly nervous, that 21 run over, bringing DCC starlets back into the game.
Best and a strike rate of 131 for Shamim Ali. He needs to better that tonight. So Abhishek Ranjit on strike, and this is Tasavvur Jammu, the captain, bowling for the first time in this tournament. They need a couple of more big overs. DCC starlets.
Well, this time it's the right-hander hitting with the wind to the leg side. Oh, he's bowled him. First delivery, in swinging Yorker. The captain comes in and he makes a meal. Abhishek. It was a full delivery. It was a Yorker. Tried to guide it out to third man. In the end, a nothing shot.
Nicely bowled. It was coming into the right-hand batter. Some dignitaries joining us in the comm box tonight. Someone special.
Well, it all depends on whether he has our checks or not. Sohaib Irfan joining us in the comm box. Mr. Sohaib Irfan, would you like to say a few words? No. Well, he can't say a few words because he's munching on our snacks.
He's shy to be on the mic, but always busy on the social media.
Well, this fan code DCC X10, it's an ITW and Pacific Sports Group production. And Mr. Sohaib Irfan, a key component of this production. Jaiditya Malik comes into bat. $64 for 5 now. DCC starlets. Oh, he's hit it in the air. This could be another wicket now, is it? Oh, good effort there by Ikram Johra. It was a difficult chance. It was dipping on him. And now Shamim Ali, who's come on strike. 52 needed of 22 deliveries. Mudassir.
He has the ability to clear those maximums and get those odd boundaries. Shamim Ali. Team needs runs from this young lad, Tasavvur Jammu, into his first over, changing his line and length this time on the off stump, a bit slow, trying to cut a dot delivery. The young lads crumbling under the pressure of future Mattress. They were brilliant throughout the tournament. And that 1 over from Ali Shan, the first innings went after Sailesh Jaishankar. 28 has been conceded.
Oh, Shamim Ali has connected, but not well enough. Will just be a single. Well, the problem with the DCC starlets has been that they've been a one-man team. When Ronak Panoli clicks, they win. When he doesn't, Well, they struggle to get across the line. That's the entire squad outside. They have a guest as well. Mr. Nilansh Keswani will probably be playing the next match for 11 Ace. Jayaditya Malik.
After talking about the DCC starlets, it reminds me of Indian team of early 90s dependent on Sachin Tendulkar. This is how DCC is badly dependent on Ronak Panoli.
Well, I'm not sure what to say of that. You've just compared Ronak Panoli to Sachin Tendulkar. And if he's listening right now, I think he's just going to pack up and leave. No, he's saying no, he's heard it. Mudassir Ali, he's heard you. And he has said, please stop doing that.
A wayward throw. I was comparing the situation of both the teams, not Ronak with the great Sachin Tendulkar, but still a excellent batter, top of the order, Ronak Panoli.
Kez Farooq with a shiny. He's heard me. 7 overs done. 69 for 5. Kez Farooq, we need you back in the comm box. Hazil will continue. Oh, Jayaditya Malik is hit it hard and high and for a maximum. The misery continues for Mohammad Azhar. 27 runs conceded in 7 deliveries. 75 on the board for DCC starlets. Very good shot there by Jayaditya Malik.
Brilliant timing this time, over the point. Coming hard, Jayaditya Malik continues to be expensive in this match, Mohammad Azhar.
Well, that is the problem with youth. They just refuse to give up. He's enjoying himself, Jayaditya Malik. He's a rare talent as well, an all-rounder. And Tasawwur Jammu seems to be a bit nervous. 14 runs needed every over, very much doable. You don't see the captain in the ears of Mohammad Azhar very often. Supremely experienced player. 10 conceded off 2. Again in the slot this time. However, it's in the air. Keeper will be settling underneath it. Tasawwur Jammu has taken the ball. Imran is coming between the two of them. And it's Jayaditya Malik who has to walk back. Well, amongst the carnage, Azhar keeps picking up wickets.
Wickets tumbling down for DCC starlets. A flighted delivery targeting the long on. Just miscues this time, high up in the air. Collision between wicket keeper and Tasawwur Jammu at the end. Malik walks back after a small cameo. Young side going down. Still they have Shamim Ali who can win the match for them. Malik walks back after scoring 12 of 5 deliveries, 79 for 6.
Well, it's the wicket keeper, Vansh Kumar. Oh, he's cut that ball straight into the hands of the fielder at short third man. Dawood Ijaz makes no mistake. Mohammad Azhar becomes the highest wicket taker of this fan court. DCC X10 rapid fire. And after conceding 10 of the first 2 deliveries, he's picked up back-to-back wickets.
Annoyed with the wicket keeper and his captain Mohammad Azhar. So giving him some tips, couple of deliveries earlier, back-to-back wickets. Vansh walks back quickly to the dugout without troubling the scorer. 79 for 7.
Well, Mohammad Azhar has conceded a lot of runs, but he's on a hat-trick. Oh, it was in the stumps. Shailesh Jaishankar. Brave shot that, but not very brave running. Shamim Malik. Shamim Ali sent back, and rightly so. Well, they need a 6 here just to keep the game alive. They need a maximum. Oh, he's played all around it. Slow delivery. So an expensive spell, but the important thing is picked up 3 wickets. Azhar, 3 for 32 on the day. DCC starlets 80 for the loss of 7 wickets in 8 overs, needing 38 runs to win in the last 2 overs. Well, that's the batting card then. Ronak Panoli, 12 of 4 deliveries, and then fell to Rohan Mustafa. And since then, it was just Ahan Fernandez who batted really well, 33 of 15. But nobody giving him support. 80 for the loss of 7 wickets now. The DCC starlets. And future Mattress looking good to land into that second semi-final.
One big over what they need and a couple of wickets to finish this match off. Jammu comes in once again, a wild swing. The ball going towards the third man. Quick single has been taken. But they're in a learning process, the youngsters of DCC starlets. They did a pretty good job. They've been wonderful in other tournaments as well. They need to find out yet another batsman in the top of the order. Ahan was looking good. It was sent back by Mohammad Azhar. Comes in Tasawwur Jammu. Shamim Ali on strike. Can he get that big shot? Once again in the block hole. Played towards the mid-wicket. Ball racing towards the fence. Much needed boundary from the blade of Shamim Ali.
Oh, good looking shot that from Shamim. I didn't think he got all of it, but in the end, ball racing away on the carpet for a boundary. Well, they refuse to die, the DCC starlets boys. They refuse to give up. 32 needed off 10. We've seen weirder things happen. Mudassir Ali.
Can he get another 15 in this over? It's experienced Jammu against young Shamim Ali. Nicely played. It was way outside the off stump. There's a chase by Haider Vasisha. Well done. Brilliant piece of fielding. Denying that boundary from the blade of Shamim Ali. 3 runs has been taken. 2 deliveries, 7 runs.
Oh, good effort in the field there by Haider Vasisha. Really good looking shot in the gap. A good sprint there. He's a wicket keeper by trade, but he's done well in the field. One of the most improved cricketers in the UAE at the moment, Haider Vasisha. 29 off 9. Another Yorker attempted by the Tasawwur Jammu. And a single taken. Or can he get a boundary here? Can he get that last over with 20 or 22 needed? How expensive is that first over? 28 runs, including the wicket of Rohan Mustafa. Shailesh Jayashankar. Well, I have an opportunity to pay it back to Future Mattress. Oh, outside edge. It's going to be a simple chance. Yes, it is. That's a big wicket. It's a massive wicket. Shamim Ali. He was the one who was clearing the boundaries. But in the end, he has to walk back now to Sawar Jammu has bowled a very good spell for Future Mattress.
One more wicket goes down to raise the tempo of the runs. Shamim Ali trying to heave over mid-wicket, getting the top edge. An easy, well-judged catch taken by Haider Vasisha. 89 for 8, 8.5 overs.
Ibrahim Vijdani comes in to bat. Gets a Yorker first up outside edge. And again is that man Haider Vasisha. Cleans up. Just a single end of a good over then from the Sawar Jammu. Picked up the crucial wicket of Shamim Ali. And they need 28 runs to win the DCC starlets in the last over. Well, the last over coming up. And the writing is on the wall for the DCC starlets. It's Uzair Khan. Ibrahim Vijdani drives it straight to Alishan Sharfu. They take a single. Shailesh Jayashankar had expensive first over coming back to haunt them. Oh, he's connected. He's connected well. He goes into the gap for a boundary. A bit too late now. DCC starlets. Short and quick. And he's missed out. 22 needed of 7 now. Academic. Future Mattress with a slot in the semi-finals against Interglobe Marine IGM. Super Sunday is heating up towards the finale. On the pads this time. And they're running two, running hard. And yes, they will get 2 runs. Oh, he's connected again. Is it going to be a catch though? No. Last ball coming up. 19 runs needed for the DCC starlets. It's been a hardy performance, but not good enough to take them into the semi-finals. A single to square leg to finish off the second quarterfinals. And the DCC starlets will be very disappointed. They had the opportunity. They could have picked up a victory against Future Mattress, but they conceded a lot of runs in the field first. And then with the batting, all that dependency of Ronak Panoli just not helping. In the end, a spirited performance. They reached 99 against a strong Future Matter side, but still falling 17 runs short in this quarterfinal. Ronak Panoli, oh well, a few runs away from being the highest run scorer of the tournament. And unfortunately, he will not play any more part in this fan code DCC X10. That's the batting card. Then 12 for Ronak Panoli, 33 for Ahan Fernandez. Shamim and Jaditya scored quickly, but just not enough. Shailesh with a flurry in the end. Just the 7 extras. And in the bowling, while Mohammad Azhar went for a lot of runs, but the important part is picked up wickets. 3 of them takes him to the top of the charts in the bowling department. Tasawwur Jammu, the captain, picking up 2 wickets. Asif Hayat, what a spell of bowling from him. 2 for 9 runs. 7 extras. And they've defended 117. That was the highlight. Well, that's the match summary then. 116 for 6 in 10 overs for Future Mattress. Sayyid Haider Wasi Shah with the 50 of 26 deliveries. Alishan Shaifu 27 of 7. Abhishek picking up 3 wickets in his first game. Ronak Panoli 2 wickets. Then in the run chase, Ahan Fernandez 33 of 15. Mohammad Azhar picking up 3 for 32. Asif Hayat 2 for 9 and Tasawwur Jammu 2 for 15. Future Mattress winning by 17 runs. That will be out from the comm box. We'll go down to the presentation party where Mudassir Ali is with the man of the match.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation. The match played between the Future Mattress and DCC starlets. Starlets winning the toss and inviting Future Mattress to bat first. They were in a bit of bother after that blinder of knock played by Ali Shan, scoring 28 of just 7 deliveries. Then came in the rescue ranger of this team. Throughout the season, he has been scoring the bulk of the runs. His Haider Wasi Shah, and with the help of with his 50, they managed to score 117 in their allotted 10 overs. And when the chase started, they started off well with Ronak Panoli once again scoring those quick runs. Then Ahan Fernandez chipped in with 33. They managed 99 in their allotted 10 overs. And with me in the presentation is Mr. Khayes Farooq, who will be awarding the player of the match to young and talented batter from Future Mattress, Haider Wasi Shah, for his 51 of just 26 deliveries. हंसबी दो माशाल्लाह इतनी कम उम्र में इतने बड़े बड़े छक्के कैसा मार लेते हैं.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सबसे पहले तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मोदी भाई आपको पता है अल्लाह इज़्ज़त देने वाला है सही है. दूसरा आपको पता है बस कोई नहीं बैट पे भरोसा है तो आप शॉट मारो तो चल ही जाता है.
और ये सीजन में आप ऊपर गए या नीचे गए, जब भी टीम परेशानी में थी, आप स्कोर कर रहे हैं, तो कितना कॉन्फिडेंस महसूस कर रहे हैं?
असल में स्टार्टिंग सीज़न के स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा सा शेकी था, बट उसके बाद मुझे रोहन भाई ने बोला कि सब बाकी सारे प्लेयरों में से मुझे तुम पे सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसा है। तो जब उन्होंने वो बात एक बात बोली तो उसके बाद कॉन्फिडेंस जो है वो और हाई हो गया। तो बस फिर उसके बाद आप देख रहे हैं परफॉर्मेंस अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
चलिए, आप इसी कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ आगे वाला जो नॉकआउट मैच है वो भी ऐसा खेलें और अच्छा परफॉर्म करें। ऑल द बेस्ट। सो दैट वाज हैदर वसी शाह with his brilliant batting performance. So we have one more match coming up. So stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.